Yeah. Press on. One of the people here, ambling about, assembling forth, legioning about, sounding off, pursuing happiness with my life and my liberty on property accessible to the public. We've got what appears to be a medical emergency. I do see a gang member over there. It says lieutenant. Wonder if he's eating. Maybe we'll get a glimpse of what's going on.
Could you just enter through the other entrance, please?
Oh, wow. All right.
Yeah, you can just go to that one.
Yeah, no problem. I won't get in the way.
You're fine.
Heart attack? You don't know? What's that? Oh, yeah? So there's a lieutenant here. I wonder who that is. I don't see the officer, but Williamson County Sheriff, Lieutenant. Oh, that's because he's in the car. How are you doing today? Oh, Lieutenant. Huey, well, I haven't met you yet.
Okay.
I always like to meet the officers, you know.
Good.
I've met so many of your deputies. You know Deputy Cole? Female canine officer?
Yeah.
Yeah, she refused to tell me her badge number yesterday.
Okay.
And she wouldn't tell me her sergeant or her lieutenant.
Right.
You know, she's under the impression apparently that I only am entitled to her name and information if, like, she has stopped me.
Okay.
Right, but I film.
Okay.
You know,
that's what I was noticing. I was just trying to have a visit with my wife and daughter. So.
Oh, you're not here for this?
No.
Oh.
No, I was coming to get something to eat. I was
you
waiting
on break?
for them to finish what they were doing and was going to try to get me a bite to eat.
What's good here?
I don't know. I was going to go in and see.
You've never been here before?
I think I've had their, it's the beef broccoli. I like that one.
Beef broccoli?
Yeah.
Yeah, Panda Express is pretty good. Yeah. So you're on break?
Fixing to.
Fixing to. All right. Yeah, I can understand that. Fixing to. So are you over Deputy Cole?
No, I'm not.
She's not under you. Okay. Who is she under?
Well,
The canine one, because I'm aware there's two
sergeant.
Deputy Coles.
Right. There's a canine sergeant that's over there.
And who would that be?
B. Darner. Sergeant Darner.
Darner.
Yes.
Okay, I haven't. There's 535 officers, I believe, deputies. That's a lot.
Yeah.
I haven't met anywhere near your whole department yet. You know what I mean? The GPD, I've met pretty much all of them.
All of them.
Except for I haven't met anybody over a lieutenant there, but I've met your Assistant Chief Fickock and Ryle a few times,
Okay.
and they're quality.
There you go, man.
I would say. But Fickock is definitely big on identifying.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be a problem when somebody asks, you know, they're interested. And it's a good opportunity to show yourself in a good light. Right? And you don't want to be secret police like the troopers. I'm telling you, the troopers, they're trying to be secret police. And they never want to identify or anything. They're just like robots. And they want to just walk away and ignore you like you don't exist. And they're looking really bad. And the sheriffs haven't really looked horrible in that way, but as a most part. But Cole yesterday was terrible.
Where was she at?
It was at the the Shell station right there over the highway here.
Okay, over here.
Circle K.
Yeah.
The Shell. Yeah, she had arrested. Well, I'm not sure if she had arrested her or there was another officer, another deputy there. But more importantly than that is Deputy LeBeuf or LeBeuf. I'm not sure 100% that I'm pronouncing it correctly, but he is definitely going to get somebody hurt. I wish I could show you that video right now. I would. Of all the encounters I've had, he really tried to escalate, and he ran up and got right here. I mean, right here for 5 minutes, you know, and ordering me to move, but I didn't have to move. I was on public property, and you know, nothing was closed. I had been there for 5 minutes, you know.
Right.
Like, you can tell me not to come closer, but I'm certainly not interfering or anything,
right.
You know. And but that is a definite escalation, and you know, a lot of people might react badly to that, and they're gonna end up hurt because, I mean, right. You guys are gonna take them down. Right? And, you know, I'm calm and cool and collected, and I was able to maintain my ground and not escalate, right? But I don't think very many people would have succeeded if they were in that same situation as I was.
Okay.
And so I consider it extremely dangerous what he did, and he's probably had some complaints before about his physical attitude. Right, he's way too physical, way too fast. Deputy Bell was there. It was his stop. I've met him a few times before. He's also a canine. Deputy Bell, right?
Right.
And he was pretty cool. He thought it was kind of funny, you know. And but I didn't think it was funny. I didn't think it was funny at all, because that's what I do. Is I film. I have an ability to not get killed, right? And I'll admit there's been some times that it's come pretty close, you know what I mean? Not in this town, but like that I thought I was gonna get killed, you know what I mean, by an officer, like in Podunk, you know what I mean?
Right.
But it's never happened, you know what I'm saying? And
well,
I just don't think
where you was walking up on me, I don't want to get trapped in my car and get shot at my car, right?
Certainly not.
Exactly. So when you were walking up on me, did you see me? I was trying to get out to make sure I wasn't getting hemmed up in my car.
Oh, sure. Okay. You're free to do that.
Yeah.
But you also didn't like accuse me of anything,
no.
or try
I'm
and
looking
like
at
tell
your
me.
hands and you're talking with me, so hey,
yeah,
we're communicating.
You certainly weren't trying to like restrict me in any way,
No.
or like tell me, you know, don't come any close.
Yeah.
You played it right. Okay, you're always welcome to be on the defensive, you know, to look over your shoulder, to keep an eye out, to call a buddy, whatever. You know, you can get as many officers there as you want. But, I mean, first off, you guys are the ones with the guns.
Right.
Okay, and so one-on-one is really like, it's not even close to fair. So a reasonable person would not attack a police officer. They really don't, right? Reasonable people don't. Like, I mean, they just don't. You know what I mean? And definitely not when there's like more than, they don't just attack them. Right? It happens, sure, but it's not a logical move. You know, and you guys definitely are in the advantage, if that generally.
Generally.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're at a disadvantage.
Sure.
Watch these people out.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I'm much happier that I met you over here. I usually don't make a big deal about filming ambulances and fire trucks.
Right.
You know.
Well, I was kind of waiting till they got whatever business they needed to take care of. I
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
adding more new stress to anybody in there. I was just going to grab me something to eat.
Yeah, sure. But
they got it pretty much handled and everything's okay. So
you don't know LeBeuf or LeBeuf? I think it's
LeBeuf?
LeBeuf because I talked to another officer and he told me that it was LeBeuf. Yeah, it's LEBEUF.
I thought it was LeBeuf.
Okay, however you pronounce it, you do know who he is.
I believe he works on the night shift, if I'm not mistaken.
He does work on the night shift, definitely. He was there, but I had never seen him before. Right. And like I said, I've met a lot of deputies, many of them twice and 3 times, you know. And you know, because I talk to him like when I see you, I don't just film on stops, you know. And talking to me is good, you know, because you're talking to more than just me, right? Like, I mean, I will post this, you know, and it's like, why not have a good encounter instead of a bad encounter? There's no reason to suspect somebody like they're gonna do something, you know. I've been threatened by Deputy Pence. You know, he threatened to arrest me for interfering, right? And speech can never be considered interfering. You're familiar with 3815, interfering with an officer?
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
Right, and he's a scary guy, you know, with a gun, SWAT. And he wears the green pants, you know, and I know the K9 guys wear green pants too, but he's on the SWAT. And he's got his SWAT hat on. And he's all orders. Well, the first time I met him, it was on an accident. Okay, and that's not, we don't need SWAT there, but I understand he can respond, sure. But he needs to put on his serving the people hat at that point, because this isn't like, we don't need SWAT, okay? We don't need a bunch of orders flying around, right? Like, there's 2 people that have just been in an accident. They are both could be traumatized, like, you don't even know, right? Like, you don't just walk up to an accident and start giving orders. You know what I mean?
So
like,
you were there filming that?
I was there first before them even on this accident, right? I actually saw the accident. I heard the accident and then I got right to it, but I couldn't see it happen. But
so are you live streaming this?
No, I'm not live streaming.
Post it later.
I do. I don't just post right away. I post like the whole story and, like, you know what I mean? Because one conversation doesn't really make sense. It needs to be in context, right? And you know, I consider that fair.
If you're live streaming and somebody,
I'm not doing that.
But I'm just saying, if somebody was to see that and it's one of their loved ones and now they've been in an accident, they could get all upset, you know, kind of.
Oh yeah, no.
You know what I mean? And they haven't been told or notified yet that they're
right. I wouldn't do that. I don't live stream.
Okay, well that's good.
But I mean, I could, but the press generally doesn't do that out of respect. But if they don't have to, that's just something. I didn't film her. You know what I mean? I moved the camera when they were bringing her out. You know, because I don't need that. Like, and I'm not really trying to film the people. I'm trying to film the
response.
The government workers, you know what I mean, and mainly the police, because things look different. Like, even your body cams, you don't have one. It's not on.
It's just in the docking station.
Oh, it's in your docking station.
Well, it's got a charge. I've been on several calls. So
it's on your docking station. So. You only have one battery. A battery doesn't last your whole shift.
Well, it does if you keep it charged up.
Oh, but it's not charged up.
So if I'm sitting in the car and I'm just reading emails or doing my leisure stuff, then sometimes I'll put it in the right there. It just snaps on.
Yeah, well, even those, okay, see, those would see me, right? But I'm not the scary guy. I'm not the one with the gun, right? And juries, they need to see what the guy with the gun looks like, right? Because a lot of times they're actually the ones aggressing and escalating, right? And Pence, LeBeuf, there might be some more, but they are not coming to mind. But those two, they've done it once, right? And you know, I didn't die and I didn't really ever budge an inch, but somebody else might have gotten hurt. And they definitely, or bullied out of their rights, which is very important, because when you get bullied out of your rights, we tend to, with age, learn that we didn't need to do that, right? Eventually we learn what our rights are. And when we learn, we remember, and we're like, it could be 10 years back, and we're like, I didn't need to do that. That officer bullied me out of my rights, you know? And that's how you lose trust. Once you lose trust, it's really hard to get it back. That makes sense? I know you need to eat.
I need to eat. Well, I'm fixing to have to go on a call, sounds like.
A call? A crime?
Well, I'm listening in my ear.
You got a crime?
Huh?
You got a crime?
Oh, I've always got crimes.
Really? Nobody ever wants to talk about them. It's a real hush-hush secret. I ask many officers, you know, when I see them, I'm like, are there any crimes tonight? And they all say yes. And then I say, with victims? With human victims? And then they say, I think we've had some. And I'm like, when? And they're like, I don't know. Right?
We have stuff going on.
I would think, right? But why is it a secret? Well, tell me the last crime. Come on, give me a crime with a human
really
victim.
With
a human victim. The last one, you arrested somebody for a crime with a human victim.
So we haven't arrested anyone today that I'm aware of.
Really?
Yeah, we've
Today.
got guys today.
But well, no. I want you to arrest the people, the ones who are committing crimes against victims, right? Like Taco Bell was robbed. I know this isn't your city, but I don't think it's been solved. I don't know why.
I don't.
But you know, like there's beer runs at gas stations. There are things like when you take care of the little crimes, they don't get big.
I understand.
You know, because and they are going on, right? They're not really even that hard to solve, I don't think. Like, I mean, kids leave fingerprints, and like, if we really want to catch them, it's really not that hard. And those are real crimes. You know, like, I don't know. But you've been a good guy. It's nice to meet you. Who's under you? Like, who are your sergeants?
So I've got Sergeant Mosaic, Sergeant Davis, and we've got some pretty cool deputies, I think.
Sergeant Lothorpe is really cool.
Yeah, he's moved around.
Did he move to IA?
Yep.
He did.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in a minute, but he said that he was going to go to IA.
That's where he's at.
Yeah, I like him. He might be good on IA.
I think so.
Yeah, he was under you?
No, he's never worked for me. I've seen him around all the other lieutenants and all the other sergeants that he has worked for through the ranks.
I see.
Yeah.
I think I've met Mosaic, but I don't know Davis. I've met more than one Davis with more than one department. Yeah, you're not detained though. You can always walk away from me, but it's hard. I'm just saying,
Well,
you are
you're
free
not
to go,
bothering me at
Lieutenant.
all.
Yeah. No, I like to have good conversations with your chiefs. They're constitutionalists. I would say Ryle definitely knows his constitution for sure, and in reference to the difference between people and persons. How familiar are you with those two words?
Hey, they're all people to me, brother.
Do you think you're one of the people right now?
Yeah,
You do? Well, are you a servant of the people?
I am.
So you're claiming to be a servant of the people and you're one of the people at the same time.
That's right.
So you're serving yourself?
Trying to do what I can do. Take care of people and do what's right.
Well, let me ask you this. Do the people have rights?
Sure.
Do the people have the right to the freedom of expression?
Sure.
Would you say that you have the freedom of expression right now?
Depends on what expression I need to pass on.
Well, you wearing a uniform?
So, do I look good?
My point is more that you are required to wear a uniform. And so clearly your freedom of expression has been, it's been adjusted, it's been messed with.
Okay.
Right? So, but the people have a right to speech and it cannot be abridged. It shall not be abridged.
Okay.
Right? It shall not be denied or deprived.
Okay.
And it hasn't been. Because what happened is that you voluntarily agreed to step into your person. And when you stepped into your person, as per the Fourth Amendment, the right of the people to be secure in their person, so you stepped into your person. And you're still secure from unreasonable search and seizure. But a person can be seized. But there's never been any talk about seizing one of the people. Are you listening?
No,
you're on your radio? That's what I mean?
I'm trying to listen
Okay.
to what my guys are doing to make sure I don't need to run and go help them.
There was something going on last night with, it looked like a SWAT, like an armored truck. It went by late last night. I don't know.
Now I'm gonna have to run.
So, people though,
Take care,
you know,
man.
people and persons, they're
Enjoy
not
visiting
quite
with
the
you. Take
same.
care.
Yeah, you have a great day. Yeah. Press on. Assemble forth. Legion about. Sound off. Amble a boot. Pursue happiness with your life and your liberty on your property, and for God's sakes, exercise your Fourth Amendment right not to be in your person. Like, comment, subscribe. Spread the word. Right? Yeah.
Master by the name of Bates, smoking more than all 50 states combined. Yeah, right, I gotta stay on the grind. I got no money, so my weed's on my mind. I hit the club, but you know I can't dance. 7 and 7 in my cutoff chance. Tie-dye shirt and my long ass hair. What part of how I look makes you think I care?